what's up crew? Welcome back to the channel. Joe Stefan here, and in today's video, we're taking a look at what's in my camera bag for 2024, the photography edition. And trust me, it's not as crazy as you might think. Plus, there's never really a one system fits all scenario, like ever. I generally pack differently for so many different situations or if I'm just traveling. So this is a basic idea on what I would typically carry on a day-to-day photography job. So let's dive in. Alright, first things first, let's talk about my trusty sidekick, the Shimoda Explore V2 25 litre women's backpack in teal. Oh, I love this colour. Not only is it stylish, but it's also practical and so damn comfortable. And this is why I fell in love with this lineup from day one. It just fits what I need it to, and the weight is distributed evenly across my back. And I love how cozy it feels. Great product for someone with a bad back. Okay, we're in. Now, onto the star of the show. My Sony A1. This beast is a game changer. It has lightning fast autofocus, crazy burst mode at 30 frames per second, which is super handy for when I shoot sporting events or anything really. And it practically sees in the dark better than I can. Totally cool. Enter the Sony 24mm F1.4 GM lens. This bad boy is my go-to for those wide angle shots that just hit the sweet spot. I get practically zero distortion with this lens, and that's like music to my ears. Not sure if that analogy made any sense, but make of it what you will. Next up, for those intimate moments and breathtaking details, I bring out the big gun, and that's the 70-200mm f2.8 GM MUCK II lens. So whether I'm shooting sports content, speakers on stage, or even portraits, the bokeh on this thing is like watching bees make honey and then pouring milk into the jar full of fresh honey. You can practically feel the depth in every shot. It's so creamy, just like milk and honey. I don't know where I was going with that. The 24-70mm f2.8 GM MUCK II lens is something I keep in my bag and have at most run and gun events. It's the exact lens I'm using right now to shoot this video. The versatility is unmatched in any situation. This lens is the Swiss Army knife of my collection. Alright, let's switch gears for a second. Pun intended. Gotta keep my gear in tip-top shape, and that's where this little air blower comes in handy to clean my gear with. And myself too. It's by a company called VSGO. I'm not sponsored, but this little thing actually spits out filtered air and is designed to stand upright. I love it. It gives me fresh, clean air and is very compact compared to most air blowers, which is a lot easier to fit into my bag without taking too much precious room. I'm all about compact. Moving on to the unsung heroes, my memory cards. So I use Sony Tough SD cards and Prograde SD cards for recording and capturing everything. These bad boys can keep up with the A1's insane performance, especially in burst mode. They are 128GB V90 SD cards and have a read speed of 300 megabits per second and a write speed of 299 megabits per second. Trust me, missing a shot due to a slow card is a thing of the past. I don't have time for things that slow me down. Too old for that shit. I always keep a few spare Sony NPF Z100 batteries, because you never know when you need more batteries. You can never have enough batteries, right? Especially during a long day on a job. So this power bank is by a brand called Mophie. Don't know how to say it, but pretty good. It's a 12,000 milliamp one and gives me a lot of juice for an entire day. Maybe even 2 days sometimes I get out of it, which is pretty good. So wherever I go in my travels, I just cannot deal with a dead phone. And Mum always told me not to talk to strangers. Now, if you're anything like me and enjoy venturing into the great outdoors, A pocket knife is a game changer. I have the Leatherman Skeletool, which is the right kind of vibe for me. From cutting through pesky vines to slicing leeches off your shoes, it's a photographer's best friend on a hike or anywhere really. Short story, I once got stuck in my car with my wristband and it got tangled in my bag and there was literally no way out of it, I kid you not. And there was no one around to help me. So I reached over to my little knife, which was in the back seat. Don't ask me how I got to it under that kind of pressure. And I literally cut myself out of a tragic, lame situation. It basically saved my life that day. So forever stays in my bag. This pair of loops are the best investment ever. They prevent me from going deaf when I'm shooting at events with loud music or in very noisy environments, and they look so clutch with my black jewelry. I'm getting old, so I gotta protect the ears, right? And last but not least, a bottle of trusty hand sanitizer always has a spot in my bag and in my life, even pre-COVID. Because clean hands mean a clean shot, right? Judge me, I don't care really. And there you have it, folks, a sneak peek into the arsenal that helps me capture those unforgettable moments. I will leave links to all of this stuff in the description below. All Sony and Shimoda gear are affiliated, but none of the other stuff is. They're just things that I like to use and what works best for me. If you enjoyed this gear rundown, drop a comment about your favorite piece of gear. If you'd like to see another What's in My Camera Bag, the video edition, let me know in the comments below. Until next time, behave and make good decisions. Peace.